Breaking news. Last February, 7 states left us from the South and formed the Confederacy. After the attack at Fort Sumter, President Lincoln sent in troops. This caused Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Arkansas to join the South. Another 4 states. Nice going, Mr. President.
Yes, and because of this, the Confederacy now has weaponry and supplies. In fact, their capital is currently 100 miles away from Washington, D.C., located in Richmond, Virginia. Although we somewhat disapprove of slavery, Missouri, Kentucky, Maryland, and Delaware still have slavery, but are our precious border states.
Of course, this is a part of President Lincoln's plan. This is to keep our border states from seceding like the other 11 states. We can't let the border states go and join the Confederacy because it could cause us to lose the war since these states surround Washington, D.C.
Also, because of their locations, Missouri could control parts of the Mississippi River and major routes to the west. Kentucky controlled another river, the Ohio River. Delaware was close to the important city of Philadelphia. That's right.
What do you say?
Why, I believe I was talking to myself.
You know, if we weren't in public, I'd shoot you sky high.
Well, if you wish to get technical, then how about we talk about how I would win the little showdown, because the North has more advanced weaponry.
Well, if your weapons are so nice, how come you and your men were destroyed at the first Battle of Bull Run?
You know the North has a larger military. You'll have to work harder to win.
Now shut your trap. Ain't no use having a large military with leaders like McClellan. We have men like Ulysses Grant.
So, you have less men that will be crushed when their friends drop dead on the battlefield like swatted flies.
Excuse me? How about when your people drop dead because our soldiers aren't savages who don't know how to fight?
Look who will win when your cotton supplies are running low and you don't have any food or money to get the things for your family.
Well, let's see who will get lost on unfamiliar territory.
Okay, that's it. The North has a bigger population, more food to feed our precious people, more industries, more ways to get around the country, more resources, and a better banking system so we don't become bankrupt unlike some people over here. And you have how many advantages to being on the South? Like 2?
I'd be scared if I were you. I can lynch you quicker than you can say your goodbyes to the world. Well, that's quite simple. We are to win recognition that we are an independent nation. We will then defend ourselves from the North and hope that Britain will come and pressure the North to stop fighting since we supply Britain with their cotton. Yes, that is. It's sweet and simple, but we'll stop the North no matter what happens.
Hello, America. We are to blockade the South's parts to block their supplies from getting to the South. The Union will then gain control of the Mississippi River to divide the Confederacy. Then, the Union will plan to take control of Richmond. No problem.
Some news just came in from some of the generals. Let's see what they have to say about what condition the Union is in.
Well, the Union and the South have just gone through probably the bloodiest battle of the war. McClellan is his usual self, being overly cautious. He waited too long to take action, and this caused Lee to assemble his army along the creek. By the time the battle ended, 6,000 casualties ended up being the Union and the Confederates. The day after the battle, Lee withdrew to Virginia. Although it was more like a tie, McClellan said it was a Union victory.
Yes, it was quite bloody, wasn't it? Now, there has been some news back from Gettysburg. Lee decided that it was time to get Britain and France involved with the war. He invaded the Union territory, and Hooker wanted to advance against Richmond, but Lincoln wanted him to go against Lee's army. When Hooker failed to do this, he was replaced with General Meade.
Suddenly, the Confederate soldiers who were trying to find some shoes were surprised on by the Union forces. The Union was outnumbered and tried to hold the city of Gettysburg down before retreating to Cemetery Ridge. The next day, the rebels launched another assault, but a counterattack saved the Union position. On the final day of the battle, Lee decided to launch an attack, determined to create panic and virtually destroy the Union army. Those foolish Southerners led Pickett's charge, and barely one half of the Confederate soldiers came back.
Another battle that occurred was the Appomattox Courthouse. In this battle, Lee moved his army west of Richmond, hoping to link up with the small Confederate force that was trying to stop Sherman's advance to the sea. He soon found it was hopeless and surrendered in the city of Appomattox Courthouse.
All persons held as slaves within any state in rebellion against the United States shall be thenceforth, and forever free. I believe that the Emancipation Proclamation will encourage slaves to run away from their slaveholders. Because of this, the trading partners, Britain and France, will withhold recognition of the Confederacy.
Mr. President, thank you for the Emancipation Proclamation. Now, we African Americans can help support the war and join the cause of the Union and citizenship for the African Americans. I joined the 54th Massachusetts now. We will show those Southerners that every man is equal. We will kill those Southerners and show that we aren't wimps and try to get some RESPECT respect from the whites, just like we supposed to.
How would you describe camp life in one word?
Dull.
Tell me more.
Well, in the beginning, me and the boys were all worked up over fighting and all, and at first we enjoyed the songs, stories, baseball, and stuff. But then, life became clear. It was just routine drills, hard and gross meals. March rain kind of style.
How about your medical facilities?
Well, we lose more men than we got alive, so all the hospitals are going overflowed thanks to the new weapons. Those darn waiting lists for receiving help. Our men starve and resort to theft and burning and running away.
Yes, but do not worry, because the women at home have come to the rescue and begun a Red Cross Foundation, where the women roll bandages, collect supplies, provide food, and build or donate to hospitals. They have been trying to lessen the burden of the war.
Hey, Amy, have you heard of the new Union and Southern draft laws?
Only the Union laws. Down here in the North, all men ages 20 to 45 must register, and the Army then draws soldiers from the names.
That's just wrong. It sounds a lot like the Hunger Games to me. The odds are never in their favor.
But a person could avoid the draft by hiring a substitute or by paying the government $300.
So basically only the rich people.
Yup.
Well, in the South it isn't much better. It requires men ages 18 to 35 to enlist, but a person can also hire a substitute.
Wow, then I wonder if the rumors are true about uprising in the South and the North, burning, killing, and stealing. And the President Davis of the Confederacy has also proclaimed habeas corpus, just as Lincoln has done.
In the past few years, our brave gentlemen have fought for the cause of unity, freedom, and America as a whole. Yet there is little acknowledgment to the women of our country. We have not only suffered the loss of our husbands, our brothers and sons, but meanwhile, the women have become teachers, officers, workers, and managing farms, taking care of the house and our children. The amazing women of our country perform multiple jobs originally thought to be a man's job, proving that we too are equal. The New Freedom Cause fights for equality of everyone. This is another reason why we, the females, roll bandages, weave blankets, and make ammunition. We collect food, clothing, and medicine to distribute to the troops while raising money as well. We all fight alongside women from both the North and the South.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I call it a draw. Some nights I wish that my lips could build a castle. Some nights I wish they'd just fall off. But I still wake up, I still see your ghost.